Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away, and today I'm going to be doing stages 71 to 76 of the Hachette Partworks release and build the Batmobile Tumbler. We haven't seen this for a while, have we? And I haven't opened any of the packs. Absolutely no idea what we're doing. Now, I don't think you can get this anymore. I'm still going to be putting the QR code in the description and on the screen there. But I don't think you can get this through Hachette anymore. I don't know if this is going to be in any other countries as well. But I'm going to jump straight into it because we haven't seen it for some time. I'm not actually quite sure what we did in the last pack either, but we're going to check that out now. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so this is stage 71. Here's the magazine. And let us have a look at what we're doing. So we've got the left flank here. It doesn't look like there's much to do in this. Let me just have a look at the instructions. We're going to be putting these pieces into the side. Then we're going to be attaching two parts together here that we got from the last one as well, which had the window in it there. So that's looking just like this. Now, everything you see does come in a cardboard and paper wrapping. And it's this part that we're going to need from the last pack. We're going to be using this. And all we're going to do is in these grooves that we've got here, I'm going to be plugging in these discs. Now, they do have a large lug and a small lug. So it's just a case of making sure they're lined up and pushing them in like that. Once they're in, we need to attach both of these together. And all that's going to happen is the lugs on here are going to go into these raised sections here. So this is going to go on just like that. Get this one lined up as well. And it's going to be held in with CM screws. So I'll put the centre one in first. That's going to enable me to line up each of the edges here and get them in as well. Now I'm using my PH1 screwdriver to get them in as tight as I can so there's no seam in there. And that's all there is to do in that stage. I've just had to put the air conditioning on because in the UK today that I'm filming this, which is on a Monday, this is going to be released on Tuesday, it's 31 degrees out there today, Celsius. So, stage 72. Here's the magazine. Looking just like this. And as you see, we've got this part here where we're going to be putting the window in. Not a lot to do in this one, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bundle two stages together. Because we've obviously got this piece again that we're going to be fitting in. So if we just get stage 73, that looks just like this. And again, here is the magazine for that. Excellent. And then we're just fitting these two parts exactly like we just did last time as well. So again, that's looking just like that. Looks like we've got another one here where we're pushing two pieces into this. It's interesting. I don't know how many times we're going to be doing that, but let's do this now. So it's pretty easy to see why I have bundled these together, because all we're going to do, not a lot to do at all in this stage, is just take the glazing here and I'm just going to be pushing that onto the lugs here and making sure it's clipped in all the way around. And there you go, that was the end of that stage, you see. So let's move on to the next stage. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm probably going to bundle it up with a third stage as well, because all we've got here is some CM screws and just a little part which we're going to be adding to the bottom of this window. And to put it together, we're just going to be taking these two sections, and that one is going to go like that, held in with two CM screws into the holes here. I do find this build, even though they're bulky parts, they're metal parts, they're pretty much everything you want from a Partwork model, there really isn't a lot to do in each stage. As a matter of fact, in each pack there isn't really a lot to do either. Because that, putting this last piece in here, is the end of that stage as well. So I am going to bundle stage 74 into this. And here is the magazine for stage 74. And this is pretty much doing exactly like we did last time. We're going to be putting these pieces in here and then attaching this to what we've just created there. So at the end, it's looking just like that. So if you've not got that deja vu feeling, you should be getting it round about now. We're just going to be putting these parts in again here, just pushing them in, making sure the lugs are the right way round so it can fit flush in there. Don't need glue for this. And then once again, it's just a case of lining up this edge over the lugs like we did last time. So 3 sections to put in here, just like that. Once again, held in with CM screws in these 3 holes. And there you go, when they're in, they look just like that, and that's all there is to do in that stage. So basically, we've got these 2 panels now completed. And I don't want to sound like a scratch records, but in the next 2 stages, there's not a lot to do again as well. So I am going to bundle these 2 together as well. I'm a bit disappointed with the amount of work there is actually to do in this model. So as you see, we've just got 2 parts here, a grill to put in here, and just screwing this around. That's all we're going to be doing in that stage. And then in stage 76, here's the magazine. And you see, we've got basically 2 pieces, a pin, or whatever this detail is, and some CM screws. That's a hinge by the look of it. And we're just going to be making a hinge panel here and putting this onto what we just created there. And that is going to be all there is to do in that pack. Now, we do have these little parts coming in the next stage, so it's looking like we've got a continuing trend here. So this grill is going to be going into the inside. This is all metal, by the way, so the quality of parts is excellent in this build. It's just a shame there's hardly anything to do, to be honest with you. Out of all the builds I've done, this is probably the one that I've been the most underwhelmed with. It's not how I pictured it when we first started the build, doing that whole front section. It looked really involved. We haven't really seen that sort of level of work since the very first stages. But 4 screws are needed here to get this grill in. There we go. That's all 4 screws in. And I mean, it does look nice. Look, check that out. Looks cool. Keep that to one side because we're going to be doing those hinges. So what we want to do, we want to take this metal hinge and we've got this plastic top to go on. And what I want to do is thread this point here just through there so the hinge is on top. And we obviously want to lock the hinge into this side here. So it's just a case of taking this pin, putting it through that side and ensuring that it goes through that metal section as well. And that is how you create a hinge. Very easy way to do that. Bringing over what we just created a second ago, we're going to be holding the hinge this way round. That's just going to go over the top like that there. And it's held in with these CM screws. And it just takes 2 of these. Again, my PH0 screwdriver is just not cutting it on this build. It needs the PH1 definitely to get them in nice and tight. But there we go. That's that part in. That's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Yeah, you know, you wait 6 weeks for this to come and you get 6 parts together, which we built then. And I mean, the recording time for this is like 21 minutes. So I was going to probably edit down to just over 10 minutes. But I really do hope it does improve in this. I mean, we're now up to stage 76. I can't remember how many stages there are in this build. But it'd be interesting when we start putting everything together. It's definitely going to be a heavy model. And I can't floor the parts because they are high quality. They're metal. Just not a lot to do. Really weird. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments about this. I really do hope you liked that video, though. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.